What's up, YouTube? Let's do the LA Times Impossible Sudoku puzzle for September 14th, 2025. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe for more Sudoku videos like this. And if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, there is a link in the description. So with that said, let's fill the grid. All right, so we have 8 and 8 looking into this box. So these two cells here are potential 8s. 7 and 7 look into this box, so 7s are going to go here, one of these two cells. We got 2s looking into this box, so 2 is in one of these two cells. Let's just keep going around. 9 and 9 look into this box. 3 and 3 are looking up here, so 3 is in one of these two cells. We'll eventually find a digit we can place, but 4 and 4 look up here, so 4 is going to be in one of these two cells. Here we go. 4 and 4 looking into this box. This 4 looks at this cell, so this is a 4. Now 4 is in one of these two cells. These two 4s look up into this box. 4 is in one of these two cells. Let's see, we got two 6s here looking into this box. This 6 looks down, so we can place a digit. That is a 6. 6 is going to be in one of these 3 cells down here. Got two 9s here looking into this box, and this 9 sees this cell, so this is a 9. Now this 9 and this 9 look up into this box, so we have a 4-9 pair right there. All right, let's see. So we got 7 looking into this box. That's going to put 7 in one of these two cells. 3 looks down into this box, so 3 is going to be in one of these two cells, and that's going to put 3 in one of these two cells. Seven and 7 look down into this box, so we have a 6-7 pair right here. And actually, this can't be a 7 because of this 7 right here. So that's going to be a 6, and that's going to be a 7. So now that 7 and this 7 look over here and puts 7 in one of these two cells. Now we have 7 marked in these two cells as well, so we can place the 7 right here. That removes this 7, and now this has to be a 7. All right. Let's see, we got 8 and 8 looking down into this box. So 8 is going to go right there. 3, 8, 7, 4. We have the 3 marked, and we have 7, 8, 4. So there's nothing else going on there. Let's go here. We can place a 2. 2 and 2 look into this box. So 2's got to be right here because we have this 2 that sees this cell. So 2 and 2 are looking up into this box. It's going to put 2 in one of these two cells. Let's see. 7, 6, 9, and 3. So 3 is going to be in one of these two cells here. 7, 6, 9 we already have. How about this whole column? This whole column needs a 1, 2, 5, and 8. So 2 has to go in this cell because 2 sees this cell, it's in the box, and this 2 sees this cell. And there's a 2 over here that sees this cell, so this has to be a 2. That means this is not 2 anymore, and that is a 2. So now we're down to 1, 5, 8 for the entire column. So this is just 1, 5, 8. This is 1, 5, 8, and this is just 1, 5. We have this 4, 9 here, so let's look at these remaining cells. They obviously actually have to be 1, 5, 8. So let's see, 1, 5, 8. This one here is not an 8 because we have this 8 over here. So let's look at this column over here. We need a 3, 5, 6, 8. And so 8 has to go down in one of these two cells here, because these two can't be 8s. So 3, 5, 6, and 8. This is just 5, 6. 3 and 8 in the row. 3, 5, 6 for that one. 3, 5, 8 for this one. Now let's look at the whole bottom row. We need 1, 3, 5, 8. One, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 8. One, 3, 5, 8 right there. And actually 1, 3, 5, 8 is the only possibility for that cell. So we might as well mark it. I think, let's see, let's do another scan for this. Let's see, did I miss anything? We got 9 and 9 looking up here. So 9 is going to be in one of these 3 cells. This row is down to 1, 2, 3, 5. One, 2, 3, 5. Let's look at this row. This row is down to 3, so that's even better. This is down to 3, 5, and 8. So this can only be 3, 5, 8. This can only be 3 or 5, and this can be only 5, 8. I'm going to look at this whole box here. This box is down to 4. We need a 1, 2, 5, 8. So 2 is placed right here. This 2 looks up at these 2 cells, and this 2 sees this cell. So this is a 2. And that removes 2 over here, which we had limited to this cell and this cell. So it goes here now. So now this row is down to 3, and we need a 1, 3, 5. So we have 1, 5 there, 1, 3 or 5 there. So look at that. We have 1, 3, 5, and 3, 5. And this is just 3, 5. All right. Let's look at this column. We're down to 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. So both of these are just from 1, 4. Oh, hold on. That's how you make mistakes right there. Did not want to highlight these cells. Highlighting these cells. All right, so that is 1, 4, 5 only. This is 1, 3, 5 only. So 4, we already had 4 corner marked up here, so we just need to pay attention to that. This is down to 3, 5, and 8 in this box. So this can only be 5, 8 because 3 is over here, and actually 8 is in this column. So that makes this a 5. Now this is 3, this is 8. That's a 5, that's a 3. This is not 3 anymore. This is not a 5, so obviously it has to be a 1, and this is a 5. So now we can fill this box out with an 8. Oh, that removes 8 from the rest of the column. And 1, when we place this 1, that removed 1 from here as well. So this is a 3, 5 pair, which means this, neither one of these 2 cells is a 5. So that means this is a 1 and this is an 8. This is a 5 to finish that column. This now has to be a 1. We place the 5 down here. So now this is a 1, 8 pair, and the 8 has to go here and the 1 has to go here. That's not 1 anymore. This is not 5 anymore. This is not 1 anymore because of this 1. All right, we're just cleaning up some of these markings after placing all those digits. So the 8 sees this cell, and what was it? 3 sees that cell as well. So that's down to 1, 5. 2 8s looking in here, and 2 8s looking down means that 8 goes right here. we'll come up here. We had 3 pencil marked in one of these 2 cells, and it can't go in this cell now. So we can place a 3. We're down to 5, 6 in this column. Let's go down here. We need a 1, 3, 5, and 6. So 6 is in one of these 2 cells. 1, 3, 5, 6 is what we need for the whole box. So this can't be 3. We have 3 already in this column. And the 3s are corner marked here, if you notice that. So this can't be 1 or 3. So I'm actually gonna, well, I don't want to take, I will take the corner marks out, but those 6s point, and this 6 points up. This 6 sees this cell, so this is a 6. That makes this a 5, that makes this a 6, and actually we can place this 6 here now. It's going to go right here. All right, we're down to 1, 3, 5 within this box. This is a 1, 9 pair. All right. We're down to 1, 4, 9 in this box. Not in this box, in this row. All right, so this is just 1, 9. We can actually just center mark that, and this is just 1, 4 because we have a 9 in the column. So there we go with that. Let's go down to this row, is down to 1, 3, 5. That's just going to be 1, 3. Let's see, we're down to 1, 9 in this column. I'm going to take these 4s out. This row here is down to 4, 5, 6. So we do need a 6. The 6 has to go here because 6 is pointing to this cell. 6 is also pointing to this cell, and we have it center marked for just 4, 5, and 6 is in this box. So 6 has to go here. So this cell here is only a 5 or a 9, possibly. Now let me just see. 1, 5, 9. Yeah, 1, 5, 9 is what's left for this column. So what do we need here? We need a 1, 4, 7, 9 for this top row. Looks like this is just 1, 7, or 9. This is 1, 4, or 7. It's not 9. Okay, and the only 2 cells left to mark here are these 2 cells. So this is from 3, 5, or 7. So this is just 5 or 7 because we have 3 in this column. And this is just 3 or 7 because we have 5 in that column. So we're all marked up, and now we just need to find something. So hopefully it won't be too hard to find. I do see something here, I think. This is a 4, 5, 9 bent triple right here. This is the pivot. 5, 9, and 4, 9 are the wings, and we do have a cell right here that sees this wing and this wing. So what that means is we can eliminate 9 from this cell because it's never going to be a 9. So to prove that, just think about, there's only 2 options for this pivot cell. There's only 2 options for all of these cells. But look at the pivot cell. If we make that a 4, wait a minute, 4, 5, and 9. Oh, no, I'm wrong on that. And I'm glad I went to try and prove it, because if we make this a 4, this has to be a 9. And the problem is that the pivot cell does not see this wing. So that is not a bent triple. That is not a bent triple. So we need to look elsewhere. Let's see, what can we do here? All right, what can we do here? 49. 357, 137, 17. Where's 17? We don't have that. Okay, we might have a 135 triple. Now let me make sure. This is the pivot cell here, the 1 3. There's 3 digits involved, 3 different combinations of 3 different bi-value combinations of those 3 digits, 1 3 and 5. So this is a 3 5, this is 1 3, and this is 1 5. The pivot cell does see both wings. It sees this wing because it's in the same row. It sees this one because it's in the same box. These both share a 5, and so the 5 can be eliminated from this cell. So I'm going to prove it just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure this one's right. So if we make this pivot cell a 1, okay, that forces this to be a 5, and then this cell is a 3. If we make this cell a 3, which is the only other option, then this cell is a 5, and this cell is a 3. So in either case, this cell is a 3. So we can just remove the 5 from this cell and make it a 3. All right, so we can just follow up on all this. We'll see how far it gets us. It's going to get us pretty far, it looks like. All right, 4, 5, 1. Looks like it's going to get us all the way home. 9 and 1, 4 and 7. All right, so there we go. So that was the key, I guess, that that one bent triple right here, the 135. I'm sure there's probably other ways to get to the solution on this puzzle, but that seemed to be the one that probably I would assume is going to work for most people. The rest of the puzzle, just like a lot of these impossibles, is pretty straightforward to get to that point, to where you need to find something like an X-wing or a bent triple or whatever. You know, up to that point, it's just basic Sudoku. But then that was the technique that worked for me to get to the solution. Let me know how you did in the comments, and I will see you next time.